Welcome to the Mas3 podcast with Mas Ufuk.
Mas3.
Mas Markus.
And thank you for listening. Today is episode 2. And sorry for the audio of the last time. And if there are any recommendations from you guys, just let us know on the comment section on YouTube or on Spotify. And like and subscribe if you like our podcast and you want to check out more of it. Before we dive in today's topic, we basically want to talk about the name of our podcast because we got a lot of questions about that. What does Mas mean, guys?
That's a good question, Mas Ufuk. Maybe you realize that we call each other Mas all the time. It's just the Bahasa word for brother. So you can always put it in front of a name, of course only for men. And I don't know why we started doing it. I think it was with that one presentation. We just call each other Mas all the time.
Yeah, we just did it for the fun and
then it sounded right. So yeah, Mas means brother and 3 because it's the 3 of us.
And can you use it in both formal and informal ways, Mas? Or
of course, Mas is very informal. Like you don't say brother to a professor. And if you want to use the formal word, it is ba
yeah, it's ba.
for
Yeah.
men, and for women it's bu.
Ibu.
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 Okay. Yeah.
It's the longer.
Okay. No, thanks for the information, Mas Max.
You're welcome. Mas Ufuk.
So the topic of today's podcast is about the things we like here in Indonesia and the things we find strange. And in strange, I mean like which are different from our perspective as in Europe. So, Mas Max, what's for you like? What do you like here in Indonesia?
So the first thing I think I also mentioned, some of us mentioned this last time, I really like here in Indonesia is just the people's friendliness. Like I said last time, everywhere you go you see people smiling. If you go to a store, everybody is very polite, kind to you, and I think I've never had an unpleasant meeting like with another human here in Indonesia. Also when we tried to set up this podcast here today, the people were very nice, even though we didn't announce it 2 days before. And like you see, we're not formal. That's big no-go here at the uni. Like we don't wear a tie, but still they let us have this podcast room. Were very polite, helped us set it up. Also the last time there were 5 people helping us. These 3 Mas set up this podcast. So I really like that compared to Germany where everything's a bit colder.
Yeah,
What do you guys think about the
I don't know how
politeness?
it's for you, but like because you said like next time guys wear a tie, I felt really bad. Like for me, it's
Yeah,
not
same.
such a big thing, but they really give it value to it. So you should really do that the next time.
Next time we will have a tie.
I
have a
mean,
formal
I
code.
had my tie. I was prepared.
You put it
You were
after
good. Okay,
after
Max.
they told you.
We are the bad guys, Markus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So, Mas Markus, what are for you other things you like? or-
I think for me, when I told my parents, for example, in Finland, that I will rent a scooter, they were immediately that maybe it's not a good idea, that it's really dangerous, and yet there is lots of traffic, lots of things happening in the road that's not really happening in Europe. But when I rented my scooter, it was actually really easy. Like after 30 minutes, I was already quite comfortable in the riding the scooter. Of course, at the beginning, I also tried to follow other people. I didn't want to be the first one on the line, and yeah, that also really helped me. But yeah, in general, I feel safe in my scooter, and I think it's one of the best things here.
That's actually a really good tip what you said, because I did the same. I was always looking like what is the people in front of me what they are doing, and
Yeah.
I just basically copying them. But I personally had until now like 1 accident on my scooter. Did you guys had any accidents? Or?
What? No, I
I didn't
have
have,
one yet.
but I saw yours.
Yeah, you was with me. So what happened like was we were like going to the cafe, me and Markus, and you were already there I think with some other people, and when we were there was like a traffic jam, and we were like going like 20 kilometers per hour, but the person in front of me was a Gojek driver or a Grab driver, and he gave the signal that he was going left, but he was really going slow, and I was like, okay, he was turning left, but he didn't go. And then I just bumped his back of of his motorbike, and I in that second I just fell immediately from my scooter, but I immediately stand up. Like within 1 second I was already just because I lost my balance.
Yeah.
But the guy in front of me was just like looking back, like doing the eye thing, like, hey, what? Look at your eyes. What the fuck are you doing? And I was like, bro, come on, like, no brake, because there was no English conversation at all, so it was more like hand gestures.
Yeah.
Then I was like, bro, next time brake. And then I also afterwards said it to Markus, like, of course, maybe it's not 100% my fault, but I should take the responsibility on my own, because I should have taken more distance from the driver in front of me.
Yeah, but looking at the traffic situation, like, I've had so many situations where it's like scooter after scooter, and it's so crowded sometimes. So I don't know how I didn't have any accident yet, because it's so much traffic, so many scooters.
Yeah, I don't know.
But somehow it works out.
Does the traffic looks like the same as in Germany? Here,
No, never. Like here, it's just, I feel like it's just do what you want, but don't have an accident.
Yeah.
I was, I have to admit, I hope my parents don't hear this. For the first 1 or 2 weeks, I didn't know that there were speed limits in Jakarta.
Is there?
Yes,
Oh.
they're like, but these signs don't look like speed limits. It's just like the number with a red outline, and it says KM, not KMH.
I never see this.
Yeah, and also when you look at the streets, like everything's full of signs and advertisements, and everything blinks. A lot of cigarette advertisements, and it's just impossible to see the speed limit. So I just thought, yeah, just when the street is empty, you just go as fast as you want.
Go with the flow, yeah.
Yeah, I think the good thing about traffic here in Yogyakarta is that there are no rules, but the bad thing is that there are no rules. So
At the same time, yeah. How fast? What's like the fastest you did go with your motorbike?
Oof, I think I have to get a lawyer for that, but I think it was like 70 kilometers per hour.
Oh,
It's the maximum.
it's not that. No.
In the highway or?
Yeah. Not in the
I
streets.
hope so.
Not in the smaller streets. I would go flying with the speed bumps. Like.
For me, it was like, to be honest, like 85 or 90.
It's the same for me.
But
How?
I'm not proud of it to say it, because like after my accident, I was like way too much comfortable with like driving a motorbike here, and like that was like really a reality check. Like, hey Ufuk, you need to be careful, and because it's not worth the 2 seconds adrenaline you get from riding that fast. It's not worth it at all, I think.
I feel like I'm at that point now that I'm too comfortable. So I really need to be slower. Yeah. Also, one thing in the traffic, I mean in the roads, I noticed that people don't use the when you turn, you put the blinker. Like, I feel like that's not a really thing here. Like sometimes people just have it on, and
It is, but I think people forget a lot of the times.
yeah. So you really need to be focused. That like you cannot assume that okay, they don't have a blinker, so they are not going to turn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also one reason why Ufuk had the accident.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's also like really difficult, like when you're like with four motorbikes next to each other, you don't know who's going to be the first one to go next to the car, because it's like you just need to decide by your own if you want to be the first one or not. It's like have that feeling. It's not really.
Or is the one on the right? Is the fastest one? Should be the fastest one.
But
And if you like overtake a car, you should always look on your right if you want to overtake it to the right.
But do you overtake a car from the right side or the left side? I do both.
I do
Yeah,
also
both.
both ways, and I don't know which one is the correct
I'm
because they drive in the left side.
Yeah.
Like So I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
No. Do you guys also sometimes like that people honk at you?
Yeah, many times. But the bad thing is everybody honks. So I don't. If everybody honks, nobody honks.
Yeah, I also don't know if it is to me or to someone else.
Yeah.
I just.
But I don't think here it's like it's not a bad thing. It's just to inform that I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I also do it sometimes. When
Be
I
careful.
overtake sometimes, I honk, and then they know that okay, now I'm coming. Yeah, that's also something I do. And how do you feel about the left-sided, like driving? Like it's different from Europe.
I
Did
got
you
used to it very fast.
Yeah.
Like there was no problem at all. There were some situations where it was like when the street was empty, I was just going on the right, but then I realized, okay, on the left, but now it's not even a problem anymore.
That's true, yeah. I was surprised because I thought that it would take maybe a bit more time to get used to it, but it was like not even 1 hour and it was okay.
Yeah.
But now, like, we are just humans, we can really adapt that fast to the environment.
Yeah, we are humans.
That's a good characteristic of us. But there are also, like, if we, I don't know if it's the same in your countries, guys, but when we drive, like, in the neighborhood, there are, like, a lot of bumps on the road. Like, in Netherlands, it's also, like, sometimes there, but not that much. Here it's, like, every 20 meters bumps, like.
Yeah. Especially close to mosques.
Yeah.
Because they don't want fast scooters.
Yeah.
But I mean, in Germany, I think there are no speed bumps. I think I've never seen one, but I'm not riding a scooter in Germany, so yeah, we have a thing called speed limits. And how do you say blitzer? Like speeding cams.
Yeah, speeding cameras. Yeah.
Is it called that? Yeah. Quite often, and you get big fines if you get caught. So.
Do they also have that here, like speed cameras? Or?
I think so. Sometimes my Google Maps asks
same.
if there's still.
But I don't see anything.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Probably the owners of our motorbikes will receive it.
Sometimes there are random lights on the street that blink. Red lights,
at the traffic lights. You mean?
Yeah.
That's, I think, just to scan like which driver passed here and which not. I think it's just that.
Yeah.
Like the really like a flashlight. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Weird.
Yeah, and also sometimes like there is you can turn even if it's a red light. Like there is the blue sign below the lights, and then you can turn left even if it's red. So that was something I realized 1 week ago.
Oh.
1 week ago?
Yeah.
She said it on like
I know, but I was always like trying to see that where is the sign, and I never saw it.
Oh.
But yeah.
It's very illegal to do that, but also very good because then the street is empty.
To be honest, if I need to go left, I always go left.
You always?
I don't wait. I never wait.
Oh.
I only wait if the people in front of me are waiting. Then I think they are waiting for a reason. But otherwise, I just go.
But do you know about the sign? Like sometimes it's red, sometimes blue, and when it's red, you can't do that.
To be honest, if you show me now 2 pictures, I will not know it. Like, But I remember that you said something like that.
I also,
I always watch the sign.
You do?
But sometimes I feel so stupid waiting on a red light and people pass me.
Yeah.
And just.
Then I just always go. If someone else goes.
I'm not going.
Go.
But also something like after your red light is getting green, it's also sometimes like you need to wait 2 more seconds because like the other people from the other side are still coming, so they are not stopping at the right time. I think.
That's true.
But I sometimes when it's orange, I also just maybe if I go.
No orange. Have you ever seen orange on the?
Yeah, there is.
There is, yeah.
There's orange. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not always black and white, Max.
I only see green and red. I don't know why.
No.
Yeah.
So, but also like when there's like a red traffic light, sometimes there are also like people singing and collecting money.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's weird. Like, it's sometimes that's a value. Like, I don't know, fire show. It's like amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe some singing. I think yesterday or 2 days ago there was someone singing "Wake Me Up When September Ends" from Green Day. Pretty good. Like, I almost gave him some money, but it's just very annoying to pick my portemonnaie and get money. But sometimes those are just people like in a clown's costume or like any other pet costume, and they just walk around. That's a bit weird.
But when they are collecting money, they are always smiling, like tick 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 tick, smiling, and they just look 1 second in your eyes. If you don't give money, they immediately go to the next one. Like, they are not like hanging around you that much. So that's nice.
That's true.
I was actually surprised by that because I thought maybe because I'm European, they look at me for 5 seconds and do like, money please. But they didn't. So Did
you ever give money until so far?
No, because like I said, it's in my pocket and I don't want to get it out, and I'm riding a scooter, not watching a show.
And also, like, if you are on the back of the queue, you can't really see this. So
Yeah.
only if you are on the front you can see it really well.
Yeah. Front row seats.
Yeah.
But I also find when they like really singing, and when the traffic light is on green, they immediately stop sometimes, and it's just like, okay, we cannot receive any money, so we don't play at all. So it's
Yeah.
like,
But
you see really that they are doing it for the money and not really like. Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
it's their chisel, their hustle.
if
but-
they would do it for the passion, they wouldn't sing in front of a traffic light. I mean,
It's maybe just a career start.
yeah, but that's a weird thing,
Yeah,
I would say.
about the traffic. Yeah. Are there any other weird things you saw, guys? In
I think talking about traffic, scooter,
Mhm.
parking, the people in the parking lots. Like, and at every parking lot, doesn't matter where you are, hotel, mall, restaurant, anything, there's always a person on the parking lot with a vest,
orange vest.
like redirecting you to your parking space.
Yeah.
And sometimes it makes sense, like they arrange the scooters that they're well parked or
Mhm.
something, but sometimes they just sit there and want money. Like, it's not much, like only 2,000 rupees, which
Mhm.
is how much? 10 cents?
Yeah,
Something
12
around
cents,
that, yeah.
something
12.
like that. Yeah.
Less than 10 cents.
Yeah.
But still, like, they get money for nothing. And it's, yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I don't like giving them money if they don't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes they really help, like they help you to put the scooter and take
Yeah,
it off,
yeah.
like then I'm really happy, but sometimes, like for example, once I parked next to Malioboro Mall, which
Mm.
is like in the city center of
Mm.
Yogyakarta, and when I parked it I didn't see anyone, but when I like came from the shopping mall and wanted to go back home, then just some random guy came from the other side of the street, and like I was thinking if he's a real guy or
Mm.
if he's just for the money, like
Yeah.
no vest or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sometimes that also happens.
Yeah, like for me in the beginning, I was like, oh wow, why are you helping me to put my scooter? I can do it by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found it really awkward. But then after I understood, like, okay, I'm paying them basically. After that, I was just like, okay, then you can also do it for me. Like, I expect that service, you know. I'm not even grabbing like my scooter just because I
Yeah.
pay you. You need to work for it. I also think like it's just to create some workplaces for people because
Yeah,
there are a
I
lot
think
of-
the economy would break down if you just said no more jobs for these people.
Yeah,
and
I
it's not
agree.
even one person. Sometimes it's 4 people sitting.
Yeah,
and, like, only one of them is helping. So
Yeah.
that's a bit weird for me.
But yeah, I always try when I go to a restaurant or shopping mall or something else. I always take in mind like, okay, I need to have at least 2,000 for the parking spot
Mm,
because I
yeah.
always need to pay that. But you get used to it.
For
I think.
restaurants, I mean, it should be included in the price
Yeah.
somehow.
I think
But-
sometimes it is,
But-
like in more fancy places.
Yeah.
It might be.
Sometimes I just don't give them money, and if they don't ask, I just go.
Ooh,
I feel very bad about
Yeah,
that.
Bad karma, man.
I think that's also like a Bule thing. Like the Indonesians don't really, they just pay the money and don't
Mhm.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
Maybe
feel-
sometimes the people also are a bit afraid to ask us, because many times no one even
Mm.
like asks me
Mm.
anything for the help they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but talking about the restaurants, did you guys also notice that you always need to pay like 10% extra for the service fee or something
Yeah,
like that?
the tax.
The tax.
Yeah, that caught me off guard in the first times. Like,
Mhm.
when I see food for that price, especially when it's like 23,000, it's
Mhm.
like fine, but then it's 24,500 something. It was weird for me the first time, and now it's also weird because when you split the bill, like everybody pays their meal, at the end you don't have enough money because of that service fee.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, a bit annoying, but I get used to it.
Yeah, I just like it when a restaurant put like the prices on the list,
Yeah,
including the tax. So I
Yeah.
already know, okay, I need to pay
Yeah.
this, then I'm okay with it.
they're like catfish prices
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, but like in the Netherlands, it's just like you don't have to pay like service. Okay, of course you need to pay taxes, which is like a few percent, like I think 3 or 4 for food. It's really low, but like if you want to pay like any service fee, it's just like up to the customer if you want to pay it or not.
It's a tip.
It's a tip.
Yeah.
Same in Germany.
Yeah. Okay.
Same in Finland.
Yeah, but I think the tipping culture is not that like it's already inside the price of the meal. So yeah.
But yeah, for tipping, like if it is like a local place, I will tip easier than when it's like a fancy restaurant, because I know like the local people will probably need it more, or like I know I have more empathy for the local restaurants than for the big
Yeah.
fancy restaurants who
Yeah,
are
I feel
already
the same
like.
way.
You tip?
Yeah, I do sometimes like a 2,000 or 3,000. It's not that big, but little.
Yeah, like if the
Damn.
food is like 45 and I have 50,
Just give.
just give it and go.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not like 5,000. It sounds like much money, but it's like not even 50 cents. You know.
Yeah.
But it's also like a good deed to help others. I think, something good. But looking at your facial expressions,
you are not doing it.
I never tip.
No.
I thought it's included in like is it in Americas? Some place it's always included in the price.
Hmm.
The service fee tip. So
Yeah, but still they have really low salaries, so it's sometimes like
don't make me feel bad.
I just like I never do it in Finland. Like I'm the person who never tips, but here
In the Netherlands, I also never
I
did
started
it.
doing it.
Yeah.
I tip in Germany.
Really?
Like
You
I
tip in
always,
euros.
I'm very good at tipping. Like I
Mm.
always know it's around 10% of the original price, and then maybe go up. Yeah.
So why don't you do it here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't. Next question, please.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, one thing is funny. Like when I go to put gasoline to my scooter,
Petrol.
it's usually like let's say it's 29,500,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just give the 30. But even if I wanted the money back, it's not like I will get it. Like I feel like here it's if it's close enough, it's okay.
Yeah.
You
That's how-
round the money.
Yeah. Like also the people on the other side.
Mhm.
Because people don't really have coins. It's with the 500s or 200s, 100s.
Yeah.
They sometimes round up or down. Most of the times down.
Yeah.
They get more money back.
Mhm.
But it's just really different because
Yeah.
in Finland it's like it's €9.55. You will get it.
Yeah.
Same in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But,
the
Not here.
brown cents.
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah.
But yeah, also like at the petrol station, for example, in the Netherlands it's like you're doing it by yourself. But here it's also like a
Yeah.
service, like the people here are doing it. I
Yeah.
actually like it. Just you get the scooter and like so
You
wait.
just open the.
Yeah, you just open the back.
And you just say full, please.
Yeah. How much? Yeah.
But actually, even if I want sometimes full, they always put it to 30, like rupias.
Yeah.
They
I've
always
seen-
want it 30 rupias.
Yeah.
So it's not even full all days.
Just make it full for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also surprising how cheap it is actually. First time I went to put petrol,
Mhm.
I took like 500k. And then they only asked 30k,
Yeah.
so I was really surprised.
But I think we guys all get the cheapest petrol, because
Yeah.
you also have, I think, like we have like Perpa Light.
Petrolite and
Petrol.
Petromax.
Yeah,
But the max is not that much more.
Yeah.
It's like 40k. Let's say.
I got it accidentally 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more expensive, but I think
Yeah.
I paid 30,000 max. And Petrolite is 20,000. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice because the Petra Max doesn't have queues. So if you are in a hurry,
Yeah.
you just take the
Yeah.
better gasoline and go.
There's like in our queue, there's like always like a big queue, at least
Yeah.
like 6, 7, 8 people.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to
Just-
get the cheap one.
But do you feel a difference between Petrolite and Petromax? Because I don't. Because Petromax should be like a bit faster, right?
I don't
Maybe it's
feel
better
it.
for the engine.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe it's a little bit rude to say, but it's not my scooter or my motorbike, so I don't really care that much about it. Because I asked the owner once, like, hey, what do you want? He said, yeah, you can just do the cheapest one. Okay, I'm good with
Yeah.
it. But if it was my own scooter or motorbike, I maybe would have got the better one, because yeah.
I got a very good relation with my scooter. I want him to feel good. He's done so many good things for me.
Yeah.
Like yesterday I went, no, what was yesterday? It's Sunday. On Saturday I went on a trip on a hill to see the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I was going uphill for like half an hour, but the scooter was fine. He's so reliable. Like, I have to give him something back. But still, I only get petrol lights.
So how do you give back then?
I don't know, I just pet it sometimes. Give it a good...
You spend a lot of time together, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I had to get petrol the last week like 2 or 3 times. 2 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's quite
I
often.
probably go like once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
I go
normally.
twice usually.
Twice.
If it's not school, more often. But when it's school, I don't need that much.
And for me, also like another thing which is strange is like when I go to the supermarket, for example, I always get the receipt. Like always, even if I buy like just one small thing, they always give it.
Yeah.
Well, I think like I don't need, like, why should I need? What do you want me to do with this? Like.
Yeah, I think in general the waste here, also the plastic, but with the receipts, I hate it. Like my pockets are always full after a day of, I don't know, living here. Cafe, you get a receipt. Parking here at uni, you get a receipt, but you can give it back. But still, parking at, I don't know, a tourist place, you get a receipt. Going to a tourist place, you get a receipt. Every time, like, it's so much trash. It's very annoying. How do you feel about this? You don't mind?
It's
You
fine
don't-
for me.
You don't care
It's
about
fine.
sustainability of the world?
No, like I just take the paper and put it to my scooter, and then once a week I will just empty all of this. That's how I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so frustrated.
Yeah.
So much trash.
Yeah.
But also like talking about the supermarkets, I'm sorry guys, but like I went to like a lot of different supermarkets, but the people working as cashiers or something like that, they are working slow. They don't know like what is like I don't want to be rude, but like in the Netherlands, or like when there are three people in the queue, there opens a new row or something like
Yeah.
that. And here,
Yeah.
sometimes they are just scanning one article, and they're taking like 5 minutes to let you pay. I don't like. What's the difficulty of this job? Like.
Like in Europe, it goes like you just scan. Yeah.
Yeah, especially Germany. I think
Yeah.
Germany is very, very fast
Yeah.
in supermarkets.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was in a bigger store to get like the Thai accessory for you, and I was 3 people were in front of me in line, and the cashier was so slow. I think I had to wait 30 minutes.
Oi, oi, oi.
Like she was, I mean, the people had a lot of clothes, but still she looked at every piece of clothing. Sometimes she had to enter in the price, and normally like you just, but she entered it number by number, and then for payment she also had to type in the credit card details in the system, and sometimes it didn't work. I was like sweating because it was so painful. Yeah, I don't like the inefficiency in the supermarkets.
And also the paying part is quite hard, because I have in my phone, I have the card.
Yeah, Apple Pay.
Apple
Yeah.
Pay, and you can't really use it here. Like you really
Yeah.
need the physical card.
No, you always have to
Usually.
say, "Can I tap?"
Yeah, but usually they don't. I mean,
Yeah.
quite often they don't have the
Yeah.
capabilities for this. So you really need the physical card.
Yeah. And like I think at a lot of places you just need like cash money also,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they are like, oh, they see like you have like a European card. Oh, no card, only cash.
I mean,
Okay.
they have to pay for that service.
Yeah, that's
so
also
that
true.
You
Yeah,
can
well,
pay by
that's true
card.
also.
So,
Makes sense.
I mean, I get it. But
Yeah.
maybe it's also a good thing because you realize that you spend money. Because if it's always so fast, you almost don't realize that you spent some money. But when you pay with card, you get a receipt, you see what you bought, maybe you're more aware how much money you
You
spent.
I think it will be quite surprising how much. Like it's cheap here, but still,
Yeah.
that's why at least I do a lot more stuff than
Do
in
you
Europe.
think you spend more money if you exclude the rent and like other costs?
It could be
monthly
actually,
costs?
like now I'm around 1 month here, so I was supposed to calculate how much I spent, but I didn't do it yet, so it's hard to say. But yeah, like it's, I think it
Why didn't
might
you-
be even more.
Why didn't you do it yet?
I'm busy.
Busy spending money.
Yeah, busy going to cafes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think personally I spent like from food I spent like on a daily basis, like just for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also some snacks between the days, like maybe like 10 until 15 euros each day.
Yeah,
for that.
seems accurate.
But I don't buy groceries in normal life, so
Yeah.
I think if you also need to keep
Yeah.
that in mind, like.
Yeah, me neither.
You don't buy any fruits or something?
Yeah, I buy like that's included in the
Okay.
Snacks.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
snacks. Yeah.
I only buy fruits and eggs. That's all I buy.
Yeah, bro, you eat almost 10 eggs each day, so.
Fruits and eggs.
What
That's
else
the
do I need?
lifestyle. Yeah, I think I spend most money on cafe
Yeah.
coffee, like in cafes.
But do you think you use more money here or in Europe?
It's hard to say because one coffee in Europe is like here one coffee, one meal, and one snack in a cafe. But I think I spend more money here because
Yeah.
I
Same.
spend every day in a cafe, every day, in at least one cafe. Sometimes it's 2 or 3. And yeah, I always get coffee, drinks, food. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's also like I spend here more money, but it's also just because it's cheaper. So
Yeah.
because otherwise if it was like more expensive, then I would have cooked more at my place in the
Of course.
kitchen. So it's just also like because it's cheaper, it's easier just to go out and
Yeah.
eat.
I mean, it's not even easier. Like it's easier, but it's also like it doesn't really make sense to buy at groceries. I
Yeah.
feel like they are so expensive.
It's sometimes even
Yeah, more
cheaper to go outside
yeah,
than
yeah.
cook by yourself.
Yeah, which is quite surprising.
Yeah. Also, what am I supposed to buy? Like, if I go to the normal supermarket close to me,
Mhm.
they don't really have food to cook. Like they have instant
That's-
noodles.
Mhm.
That's a thing, but I still have some at home.
Mhm.
But other than that, maybe eggs. But it's not like in Germany where you can buy noodles, some pesto or something.
Or bread, they don't really have bread, like normal bakery
Yeah,
bread.
Yeah,
they don't
white
have-
bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Still, it's different. I couldn't cook nasi goreng with the supplies I get from the supermarket, I think. Right?
You
It
couldn't?
It will be difficult, I think.
Vegetables? Maybe in a big supermarket.
No, in the big ones you have like really nice things. Like once I
Yeah.
bought chicken and it was
Okay.
yeah, but that was a big one. Like
Mm.
not in the small ones. You
To-
can't really get
To
them.
which supermarket do you guys most often go? Like Indomaret or Alpha Midi or like a different one?
It depends what I need. Like if I want water, I just go to Indo. But
Mhm.
but if I need some bigger stuff, like when I went to the chicken, I bought the chicken. Then it was some, I don't know how is it called, but it was like a bigger place.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite supermarket. I just go to the closest one. I don't care.
Mm. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Yeah, I've Alpha Midi is close to me, to my house,
Yeah.
but I also have like one cashier there, and he's really my friend. He recognized me every time I go to the store. He's always smiling like, "Hey guys, here we go again," like that, and he's
Mm.
always like smiling, "Hey hey," and I even got his Instagram since last week, so we
Nice.
chatted like a little bit. I said like, "What are you doing, bro, for work?" I said just some marketing stuff. So, like he's also like always smiling. I'm basically every time I go to the supermarket, I make this guy happy. So I'm also doing a good deed, but
So he's very good at marketing. You just don't know it.
yeah.
You just go for him.
Yeah. He's the marketing
Get
of the
some provision money.
yeah. But also he can he's a good guy. But I also just sometimes really like try to imagine like how their daily life looks like. Like I would be like
Yeah.
I would like to love to see a vlog from him of the last week. Like what did he do on a day, or like
Yeah.
what did he eat, like things like.
That's what I also ask myself sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, what do they do all day after work or before work?
Mhm. And for you guys, are there maybe other things you like here in Indonesia? Like maybe like how do you think about the food? Like,
Ooh, I love the food. I think, yeah, because it's pretty healthy. Nah, it feels healthy. It's always rice with chicken, most of the times. So I really like it, and I mean it's also cheap.
Mhm.
and also the smaller snacks like tempeh, which is fried soybeans.
Mhm.
I love it. Then the spicy food. I don't know about you guys, but I trained myself to the spice. I can now eat pretty spicy, not very spicy. I've
Mhm.
had my limits here,
Mhm.
but yeah, I love the food here. It's not too boring for me. I can eat nasi goreng or mi goreng or ayam goreng
Mhm.
every day.
Yeah, me too. Just give me chicken and rice. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
it's
Yeah.
enough.
But sometimes it's like a little bit too fried, like too much fried chicken.
That's true. Sometimes the chicken is so small inside the
Yeah,
big thing.
that's not
I
good.
just
actually.
take the fried part out and eat the chicken.
Yeah, but like for me, spiciness, I always say tidak pedas, which means no
Oh,
spicy.
Pedas.
Pedas. I'm sorry. That's why they maybe put a little bit.
Actually, I started to like the spicy food here.
Yeah.
Like in Finland, I never ate spicy
Mm.
food. Here, I started to like it.
Yeah.
So it's even nice when they add some
I
spice.
think it also keeps you healthy.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been really sick here since I ate spicy food, so
Mm.
I think it's the spice.
Maybe we should come up like with a challenge, and the loser needs to eat like the most spiciest food, like level
I
A.
mean, last weekend I ate at a place called something Mi Pedas.
Mhm.
I heard
Number
of it.
one spicy place in Yogyakarta, and there were like stages of spice. There was level 1 to 8, and I tried level 4 because I thought, oh,
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. I'm not in the middle. I suffered. It was terrible.
But you ate all of it.
No. I had to leave some, but
Oh.
my whole mouth hurt.
Mm.
It was way too spicy. It was hurting to breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I had to get some ice cream after that to cool off my mouth. So I'm not there yet. I'm still learning.
There's still some work in progress.
Yeah.
For you.
It was also a pretty local place. It
Mm.
wasn't a touristy place.
And do you usually eat in local places or do you go to some more fancy ones?
I prefer local places because they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I love Rock Burger that you showed me.
Yeah.
Because it's so cheap and
That's true.
only local people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I even know like a better restaurant if you want burgers.
Better.
Just only for the burgers, you should go to Backyard Bone and
Backyard,
Burgers.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
a little,
amazing.
it's a little bit more expensive. Like you pay like for a burger and menu like in total like 60k.
60k.
But the quality, bro.
It's high
I'm gonna
quality.
make statements here. It's better than Rock Burger.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I tried a burger at Rock Burger,
Yeah.
and they're pretty disappointing. It's small and not really. I don't know. I didn't feel the rock.
Yeah, and too much oil in it. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the chicken, I feel like.
When you guys go to a restaurant, do you also look like at the kitchen, for example, or like about the hygiene? Like what do you look for?
Nah, I don't.
You don't care?
Nah, it's just if there are people in the restaurant, it should be fine.
Yeah, that's a good way to look
Yeah.
if it's good. Also, Google reviews, they are quite helpful.
Yeah.
That's what I look a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Google reviews. Same for me. And any other thing? Like yesterday, it was like the first day for us. It really rained, and
Oh,
I got
yeah.
like, oh my god, raining season has started. What should we do now?
Did it really?
It was raining quite a lot,
It was
actually.
in the evening. It was,
Yeah.
We even bought like me and Markus. We went to a massage
Oh.
with no happy ending, guys.
Ah.
Don't think weird about it. It was just normal massage. But then after that, also it rained a lot, so we just need to buy like
Poncho.
poncho.
Oh.
It was like 18k, like €1, so it's not that much. But we look like two goblins. You know, Clash of Clans goblins. We really look like two of them. But
And I think I will invest in a proper rain jacket. Because when it starts to rain, it's quite.
I have
quite a
one
lot.
included in my scooter.
you have.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
Chan.
it yours or?
No, it's from Chan.
Oh,
Like he
it's
just
a gift.
put it in there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't like rain. It was refreshing, but rain is nice when it's a bit cool. But it wasn't cold after the rain. It was just very hot and how do you say,
Humid.
humid. Yeah. So I'm not ready for a raining season.
Me
I hope it won't really start. Now it's perfect. It's like holiday. It's always sunny.
Hopefully global warming does its thing. Nah,
But to be honest, like
just a joke.
I'm used to rain. Like in the Netherlands, it always it rains like really a lot, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But here, I was like, oh, I really like the exchange. It's really perfect. And now I'm thinking about the rain season. I was like, because also like I'm thinking like we are using the scooter or the motorbike on a daily basis. If it's raining, I don't feel that safe sometimes. Like it's
I will still use it.
yeah, you need to.
I'll
I
drive
will,
slower,
yeah.
but I will still use it.
Yeah. How can I get to school without scooter?
Nothing can separate us. Scooter and me.
That's the love I want to see.
Yeah. Passion.
Passion. Yeah. Are there any other things, guys, you want to discuss? Because we're already like on the 40 minutes, so I think we should come
40
to an end
minutes.
almost. Like some last words for our viewers or for ourselves in 10
Last
years.
words. I mean, of course, there are things we like, we don't like, but I think all of us wouldn't want to change it. We love Indonesia, how it is, for the
Mhm.
good things, for the bad things.
Yeah.
We appreciate the culture. We still have a lot to learn about the culture,
Yeah.
but yeah, we know that and we're trying that, and hopefully we will never stop learning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like every day I feel so thankful that I have the opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
It's like every day feels so nice.
Yes.
I didn't have any day that I was sad actually, and it's already 1 month,
That's true.
so it's amazing.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. Like I'm really happy, and even though there are some difference what I'm used to, but it also can give us like new perspectives in life. So
Yeah.
I think it's only valuable to be here.
Yeah.
And maybe like what was also fun to say, like here there are also like different things you don't have in the Netherlands. For example, like yesterday we tried together Tai Chi together.
Oh, yeah. Tai Chi.
Maybe you can explain a little bit, Mas3, what it is. Like
I can't explain. I can explain it as good as
You
I
can show us.
can do the Tai Chi. No. It's just I don't know.
Like it's like a combination of meditation and like a fighting
Yeah.
movement
Yeah,
thing.
yoga.
Yoga, yeah.
Yeah. I have to say I didn't feel very relaxed because they were always filming and I don't know, I couldn't do the movements, which was very frustrating.
Yeah.
But it was a nice experience.
Yeah, I'm happy we did it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe not again.
On a Sunday at 7:30,
Yeah. It was quite early also.
I prefer sleeping.
Yeah. But it's also like we just know like okay we did it and we know like for the next time that we don't want to do it again. But
Yeah.
at least we can say we did it and we know like
At
what it
least
is.
we tried something
Yeah.
new.
Yeah. That's what we talk about in podcast 1. Stepping out
Yes.
of the comfort
Yeah.
zone
Yeah.
is also important. So yeah, I think it's a nice way to end this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if there is some questions for us, it would be nice to answer them.
Yeah, you can put it in the comments in the YouTube section or on
On
Spotify.
Spotify.
It's also available.
And we can make a Q&A session
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
time.
That
Small
would,
Q&A
I think
session.
that would be really interesting
Yeah.
because people must have many questions
Mhm.
about the life here.
And maybe we can also add like a guest to our podcast, maybe with one of the viewers of our podcast, like one of our fellow students or so. Maybe picking up someone from the streets and just adding him in the podcast.
Your friend from the shop.
Yeah, we can. Maybe it doesn't have that English, but we can translate with subtitles. Yeah. All right, guys. One last thing. Your special Indonesian word for the last week you learned,
Ooh.
or the last word you learned in general. Like
I have to admit, I'm not learning too much.
you're not learning. Come on,
I'm so sorry.
Markus, you.
I mean, it's quite boring. Like, I learned that goreng is fried.
Oh.
Is it? Goreng is fried.
You didn't know?
Yeah. Like
No,
I think we were in a restaurant and I asked, what is nasi goreng?
Yeah.
Nasi is rice and
Yeah.
what is goreng?
Yeah.
And then Max told that goreng is fried. So it's like fried rice.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't.
You have
I
a
didn't.
lot to learn.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's
I
my
thought that
new
you were
word,
the
goreng.
best one. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. It's a wrap, I think. So
Yeah.
again, thank you for listening, guys. Like and subscribe, and see you the next time.
See you around.
Bye.
Sampai jumpa.